I didn't know what to say, nor did I get a chance to, as she turned my face towards her and started kissing me. I'd kissed girls before, but clearly wasn't very good at it. She pulled away, looked me straight in the eyes and said, without any sense of scorn, "You've definitely got a lot to learn." As quick as a flash, she pulled her blouse over her head and then helped me to do the same with my shirt. The car park was completely enveloped in darkness. Only the few street lights gave illumination to the scene. In the soft light, I could clearly see her large breasts under the black lace bra she was wearing. I reached for her puppies with both hands the best I could, given the confines of the car. "Let's get into the back seat," she said, opening the door. She got in before me. As I was climbing in, she was unhooking her bra. There was much more space in the back seat. She put one hand around my neck and almost forced my head down towards her breasts. They were much larger than those I had been in close contact with before. She had a sweet scent, almost a little too heavy. There was a little sweat in the deep cleft between her two melons. Just as when she was sitting in the front seat, her skirt had ridden up to her thighs. She pulled it even further over her hips and lifted herself slightly off the seat. Then she took off her panties. She sat with them in her hand and asked me to take off my trousers. I quickly undid my belt and removed the jeans I was wearing, but she clearly thought I was being too slow with my underwear, so she pulled them down over my thighs. My dick was already stiff, but things were going to go a little too quickly for my liking, as I hadn't been properly aroused. She firmly gripped my dick in balls, her hands clearly very practiced and experienced. Although I was suffering from a degree of performance anxiety, I quickly became aware that my dick was living its own life that night. It burst into life as quick as a flash until it stood up like a rock-hard joist against the air. The light from the street lamps outside was just enough to illuminate the tip, and how it was shining. "Has no girl actually enjoyed your wonderful cock?" she asked, probably to give me encouragement. She didn't need to do that. Both me and my dick were ready for battle. Karina took my hand and moved it down between her thighs. The warm, moist, silky hole I touched felt completely different to the dry schoolgirl pussies I had run my fingers over before. She held my wrist and moved my hand up and down, and I remembered that I was astonished about the enormous amount of juice that was flowing from her. For a moment, I was concerned if she'd pissed herself. Karina then shifted position and placed one leg up on the seat. She kept the other one on the floor. She leaned backwards so her head was touching the window. "Lick me," she commanded. I wasn't totally sure of how to do it, but I bent my body up, put one knee on the floor, delighted that my sister had had the sense to buy a large Opel Vectra and not a small Opel Corsa, which she originally intended to do. Yet again, Karina seemed to be losing her patience with me. She thrust her sex towards my face, grasping me around the neck, pressing me into her flooded cave. Her pubes tickled my nose. But I was determined to show her whatever lacked in experience I would make up in eagerness.